now we have our CGs. We're ready.
All right, so we'll go through this really fast. So the interim head coach is Shine, Shin Dong-wook, and team had its own authority to release its own staff, blah, 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 not actually subject to penalties. He's actually still technically under contract, but he's allowed to see, you know, see if he wants to find another team. We don't really know the real story here just yet.
No, they're not one of the big three, but they're part of the inclusive four.
Yeah, that's right. They're not an official big three. And Ghost versus Barrel. This is the story a lot of people have been waiting for. Is the, you know, it's twice in one day we get this. We get Life, you know, split up from Ruler in our first series, and now we get the Ghost versus Barrel. So it's very exciting to see this duo that's split up, reunited as enemies.
Now we're going to take a look at the mid lane for our key player matchup. BDD has been doing well with the gold that he has been given, but some pretty impressive stats on the side of Zeka as well.
Like DRX basically said, we're opening up the floodgates of the tier list. Nongshim said, okay, I'm going with you on this. We're actually just gonna open it all up. So we get the Caitlyn here, but this means you could just take Renekton and Corki here. There's the Azir. It's just so easy here because it's BDD first of all, but now you have guaranteed mid and bot prio no matter what is going with this Jinx on the bottom. The cool thing about the ability to side lane with the Gwen, I think this is just a troll. No way, right? Corki top, I don't think so. And I don't think Akshan top either, but
it will be.
Okay.
Akshan top. Here we go.
It's been kind of a thing, and there have been rumblings and rumors about Akshan.
Oh, yeah. We don't include that. Zeka is very greedily up here, and he has flash, but it just doesn't matter. First blood given over to BDD just like that.
Okay, so this is why we talked about the BDD test. This happened to him with a Victor earlier this season. Now he's actually getting the kill.
Okay, nice flash out of Deft.
You know, as Ghost and Peter push, they are vulnerable. Oh man, this shouldn't happen.
Yep, here we go again. Gank down on the bottom side, and he is locked up for days. Peter gets taken out, no vision.
Just not supposed to happen ever. As we're gonna go all the way back to this aggressive positioning here. Look at the positioning he uses the Sand Soldier.
Mistake.
And he's just trying to get those CS and traded too aggressively earlier to try to get first strike value. Corki, no flash. And down here, like, you just don't know where Barrel is. You can't walk up that far. Simple as that. Glacial Augment means it's a...
Back to get on in there. But mid-prio is going the way of BDD, as the lockdown is going to come in here. Barrel does take a bunch of damage. Level 6. Ghost has to cleanse there. And so that pressure is really coming in now. Deft gets pretty low. Even after the trade was in their favor, they're trying to push onto Peter here, but now Deft might bite the bullet, but the damage isn't coming out from Ghost, and that's a double kill into the hands of Deft, who is now 3-0 on his Jinx.
The Rift Herald will go to Dread.
This is an unbelievably huge lead they have, as now Ghost is just going to be locked down, and he tries to flash, and it's another kill into the hands of Deft. And they're denying all of the farm. They get another kill.
Bot duo in a bot-dominated meta. It's just almost unheard of. As he actually gets the double.
Yeah. Chomp. He even zapped the minion. It didn't matter. I have heal, he says.
Yep. This is the previous exchange, not the one we just saw.
Flashes the binding.
Just so difficult to deal with this with the Leona there.
And he had the refillable bot going the entire time. So, you know, if you're trying to learn, it's a good way.
Press those. This time it's just a really easy follow-up to Barrel's level 6 advantage over the bot duo here. Pioshik's like, well, I mean, I came to help.
Safe, not filled up as nice knockback, but Pioshik is Jarvan. How did that rocket miss?
That rocket was
4 people.
Just part of our imagination, Valdez. Never happened.
I'm like, did that even happen?
Yeah, I actually instantly checked his cooldown. I was like, did I miss the, does that zap look quickly? The early game is too strong for them. That's a full turret.
Uh-oh. They found Ghost, and, well, it's mostly going to be Zeka, and then Deft follows up for that one as Jarvan a little bit too low. Getting on in there as Barrel decides he also wants to give them a kill. Does flash away and actually gets the heal to live, but Zeka gets caught out here as well. And the TP's coming in from behind. Nice stun comes out from Barrel, but now Deft is all alone. He's like, what happened to you guys? Where did my team go? Everybody just got melted.
Tell me how heroic this swing is about to be, Valdez.
I mean, he is bursting down Peter, but he misses the, okay, there it is. Has the damage come out from the ult to come up, and And there it is, but now he's going to try to flash away. Gets denied. Dread just flashes right in front of that. This is going to be an unofficial ace of everybody on the side of DRX. Shows the quickest way to throw their lead. Yeah. It's like, what's the best way? Let's just run it down mid.
The initial engage here for Beryl is perfect. Now walk away. You know, Beryl's had so many great moments this game. And then they lose their Jarvan. And then they still
steps on a trap.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Corki curse. Some of our players here in the LCK.
Yeah. If I'm Deft here, I'm like, guys, are you serious? Like, this can't be real.
Deft is like, this is my Jinx win rate.
Yeah.
Don't jinx it.
Okay, I'm gonna need. Let's get Atlas now on the desk after that one. Like, I can't.
Yeah, are we really going to watch this whole replay? We're going to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, the flash is pretty cool.
The Dread block here is cool, so if you guys are new to Akshan, his swing actually is blocked by...
He'll steal.
The steal. His swing is actually blocked by any chance.
In this Scuttle Crab, well, Ghost is going to give it up. So, now they know that this is happening, and Jarvan is here, and Peter lost half his health. So, with the rocket coming out, I think Nongshim will just have to back.
Then suddenly Nongshim have free reign of him.
Uh-oh, Ghost could be in a bit of trouble.
Get behind that turret.
There we go. It's going to hit him and take him down.
He had flash. Well, I think he could have gotten behind that turret.
Jonas Strong's like, sir, it's right there. 2
small errors here from Ghost actually really taking all the wind out of Nongshim's sometimes. I don't know.
True. Well said. Beryl got in there and decided, well, we're not doing Baron anymore.
Still only has the 2 items because of how much of a struggle this has been. Now this is Akshan's invisibility is meanwhile.
Hold the phone. Dread goes down. And he's going to give a kill over to Peter, though. So Zeka trades 1 for 1, but now Peter's got some gold.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to watch this.
Yeah, so the ultimate is stopped by turrets. So if Ghost gets behind this turret, with the flash that he has, it would have actually blocked those final shots.
Pew, pew, pew.
He had flash available, but did not use it, perhaps fearing the weird interaction there. This is when Zeka decides to go for a pick onto Dread because he wants to get package value, and then Peter gets him with the chase. A lot of picked up gold. Kana with a nice flank, though.
Yeah, it's actually going to corral them up into the north side, but he doesn't quite have the range that this Akshan does in the chase abilities, so Kana will have to back away from this pit. It's a decent amount that can come out from Ghost, Peter, and BDD. But yeah, Zeka's position up here on the top side, very annoying as the Drake is going to go down. And Dread should be fine. Doesn't look like... Okay, never mind. We're going in. We get the knock up on the Dread. And they should be able to get this kill to come up from very far range. As now BDD goes in and finds 2! That's the BDD Azir we were waiting for, and he immediately turns that fight around. Able to pick them both up as Ghost nearly dies. Corki, by the way, still in the game.
A little bit there by Kingen, but he's very well and truly online. The positioning here for Zeka in this brush means he can poke a little bit here, but he doesn't actually get that much damage done. So there's a very easy turn here from BDD. Kingen's positioning here also very greedy, so he ends up scooping up basically a double here. Kingen will get out, but they're able to pick up Beryl, who's trying to help them disengage. You can see if the poke does hit more consistently on the carries, you can do a lot with this. As we're going to watch this from BDD's perspective. As you can see, he was waiting for this opportunity for so long. Flashes for it with the shuffle. And he's like, fight him, take him out.
He says, follow me, team.
They have to fight.
He still stepped on one. As here we go. Going to be fighting, and Def steps on another one. Doesn't seem to care. Trying to clear them, perhaps, as the rocket is going to hit the both of them. Into the pit he goes, and Pelchik gets the steal. Gigantic one as BDD in the Zhonya's. He's going to buy some time, and he's able to get out of there as Kana still does a ton of damage. But here comes the cavalry of DRX. They get the Baron, and they will take the fight.
From doing a Baron, and the Corki's able to poke, and you're stuck between a rock and a hard place here as Ghost and BDD. If you go in to try to burst Pyosik down without wards over the wall, you're going to have a really bad time. Even if you can secure the smite, you will lose the fight. Because of Akshan's passive as well, you're very likely going to end up with a DRX who are up as 5 after a Baron fight like this. So watch Pyosik go in for the steal, stands on the edge, hits the smite, and there's no real additional damage here for Nongshim when he goes in because they're cut open by Beryl. who's had such great engagements on the Leona all game long.
오늘 수마싸움 왜 이렇게 잘 돼?
Any of that, no fun and games for him.
Zeka unseen with package.
Yeah, this could be pretty huge. They're going to see him now as Dread is going to take immense amount of damage as trying to stay in there is Zeka, not quite able to, but Dread is still going to go down as the Solar Flare follow-up is coming on in. The cup-up, it will be blocked there, but Pyosik is going in for the follow-up. Really nice knock-up onto the two of them, but he will get taken out. But it does not seem to matter as Jarvan is coming back, and the rest of the team is going to go down as Kingen is still chasing you. Good luck getting away from Akshan. As Pyosik, by the way, he's back. He got rezzed.
We saw, you know, a few hiccups through the mid-game here for DRX when they overextended. But you watch how this fight all breaks down again. Deft and Pyosik are like, yes. You know, I want this to happen this way. I want a free kill so that we can actually get this sick, insane chase where a composition works easily without really doing what it's designed to do and start by poking. They're like, oh, free kill? And we can just fight straight up front to back. Who cares? We can chase this team down. And unfortunately for Dread, that was the missed call there to go forward. But they're desperate at this point. They're so far behind. As watch the end of this. Meanwhile, Shatter. Hey, they made their choice in draft. They have to live with it now.
Yeah. As now, yeah, we're gonna have to throw out the Crescent Guard here. Deft just gonna shell them down. As, wow, lots of damage is coming out from Kana. Again, he's really fed. He just wishes the game didn't go this way. So is BDD. He's doing a really good job. And that is one thing that Nongshim do have in spades, is wave clear, right? We've seen this with Azir. And not only Azir, but they have,
you know, the 80 carries items are coming online, and I'm like, I don't even want to look at that. I don't care about that. It's not relevant. It is for Deft in this case, when Zeka is actually killing.
Oh, what a knockup coming out there. There's a lot of low health bars on the side of DRX. The poke, though, is coming in as BDD gets in there again and gets them both into their GAs as the damage not quite going to come out, though. Fantastic attempt does come out from the side of Nongshim and BDD especially, but it wasn't enough as Kana, welcome to Corky's world.
I was pretty worried for DRX because Zeka was just killing minions. He wasn't poking anybody, but I guess they didn't need his damage till the last possible moment. That's the state of the game, Valdez, right there.
I love this with Akshan. You can just troll on the Nexus. Down he will go. They have the range. GG, DRX takes game number 1 on the backs of a package.
I said it before we even got into picks and bans. You know, what's one more upset on the night? Who knows how crazy the second series could be. They gave the Corky over, and then they gave 4 kills.
We definitely would have seen a different game, and maybe the Corky would have potentially gotten a loss, but because there wasn't enough of a lead in the top side of the map and your bottom lane lost, there's just really no hope against what Zeka had to offer.
까비? 아, 맞아주지. 나 가인 있어. 안 보여. 나 죽었어. 아지라 피 없어. 아지라. 야, 우리 가인 이거 봐줘. 가인 봐줘. 나이스. 살렸다. 아, 끝내. 예! 나이스. 그거 공업도 피해봐. 그거 높여. 피해가면서 천천히 해봐, 이거. 어우. 아, 이거 타워 밀어봐, 이거. 야, 코너야. 참아. 천천히. 피해하면서 천천히. 그거 노플이야. 그거 노플 로공. 아, 나 취소 뭐야 이거. 버스 나이스. 아, 진짜 난 이끌어야 돼, 자르반. 버스 고맙고.